Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Balls Out Sports Podcast. As per usual, I'm Remy. We got Trip and Jerry with us today. And this is an exciting one because we just witnessed one of the craziest Super Bowls in the history of the game. 59 years of the game. I haven't, I've never seen something quite like this. Granted, I did not see the Legion of Boom absolutely destroy Peyton Manning's Broncos back in the day. I did not follow football just yet. But this was one of the crazier Super Bowls that we've ever seen. So just off the bat, like, what do you guys think? I want to hear what y'all's first thoughts on the game was.
Belt to ass.
What?
Yes, straight up. I mean, that's the to the point way of saying it, 100%.
Hmm.
No.
Now, Trip and I were just saying that it's crazy because what we said in our previous episode about the things to do the Chiefs had to do to win this game.
Hmm.
Everything that we thought they had to do to win the game, they did, and they still got built to ass.
Feel
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like they only did one thing right, and that was hold Saquon.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Other than
57.
that, other than that, they didn't do anything else good, in my opinion. Anything else good?
Yeah, they stopped him on the run, and
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
then
I thought they were going to be able to stop Jalen Hurts on the run, and then eventually he got a few runs later on in the game in the second quarter and third quarter, and it ends the game with 72 rushing yards. It literally ends the game as their rushing
yeah.
leader.
He
yeah.
looked he looked very comfortable out there, like he
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to be there.
Oh, for
Right,
sure.
and so that kind of ties into what I wanted to talk about. So where do we rank Jalen Hurts amongst the great quarterbacks in the league right now after this performance?
Um,
Because the thing that we praised Burrow about, for example, was being able to beat Patrick Mahomes, but then he didn't win that Super Bowl after. Jalen Hurts lost the Super Bowl to Patrick Mahomes, but was clearly the best player on the field that day 2 years ago. And then just yesterday, is the best player on the field once again, at least on the offensive side, is the best player on the field and leads the Eagles to the Super Bowl.
well, I guess by logic, if you win MVP in the Super Bowl, the biggest game of the whole season, I guess that would make you the best player in the league. So,
Right. I mean, I see where you're coming from because we always focus on what Jalen Hurts didn't do in a specific game. But I
mhm.
think this game really showed us that he just does whatever his coaches tell him to do, and his coaches just in their minds have a very clear system that, hey, if we can run, we run a lot. If we don't, you take care of us. And they believe in him. They believe that he can take care of this squad and take it down the field whenever he needs to.
Yeah, I think he deserved that MVP too, for
100%.
sure,
I
for
mean,
sure.
221 221 passing yards, 72 rushing yards. That's almost 300 total yards. Three touchdowns, one interception. Interception happens early in the game. Um, really didn't affect them because at that point, they were winning comfortable. I mean, it's not the score wise that they were comfortable. It's just the fashion in which they were scoring and not letting the Chiefs score. So
Hmm. They really put that pressure on Mahomes. I think a lot of people talked about Saquon's performance, and I feel like his performance for me, it's okay that he didn't perform up to standards because in my opinion, they don't even get here without Saquon.
Not at all. I mean, if you
right,
look at all
right.
purpose, too, he had 97, which isn't
Yeah,
terrible. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But,
He had a chance to score when he caught that one pass and he fell at like the 4 or 5.
If I'm not mistaken, he only needed 30 something yards to become the all time leading rusher for a single season, counting playoffs
Passed
and
it.
regular season. 57 yards rushing, that puts him just above what he needed. So, I mean, literally a historic season, the all-time best rushing season we have ever seen. Granted, he did get that extra game, but doesn't really matter because he got to the Super Bowl and he won it. You know, it may not have been on his back once you got to the Super Bowl, but it's on his back that you got to the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, for
So yeah,
sure.
I'm excited for Hurts. What do you think, Trip?
I mean, a lot of it right now is the offensive coordinator that everybody's talking about leaving. You know what I mean? I think that he is a big part of that success, for that
Where's
team.
he going again? Do you remember?
New Orleans. He's actually
Okay.
headed to the Saints, yeah, which they need him because they're terrible. But
I was about
I
to
mean,
say, do
it'll
you
be
think he just
interesting.
bought a house down there and just stayed after the Super Bowl?
Coulda. That's what I would have done. You definitely know that they're not bringing him back to Philly. Philly ain't the city that's going to be happy with hearing that type of news at all. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're a legacy team personally. I think they could potentially win another Super Bowl. I don't think it'd be next year. I don't know. This is just me talking out of my ass though, because I have no prediction for next year whatsoever. But I think
You're
that,
just predicting that it's not going to be them, huh?
I feel
yeah,
like just because they won it, they gotta be the favorites.
for
I
sure.
mean, that's how ESPN and like power rankings websites tend to do it. Yeah, if you win the championship, no matter what happened in the offseason, you tend to be the number one favorite
Yeah.
for the upcoming season.
And Philly seems like it's a likable place to go to. So don't be surprised if they get somebody in the offseason that puts them even more over the top than they already are. Like Miles Garrett, you see. And then also you see they Cooper Cup is up for
Mm-hmm.
grabs right now.
Right?
Yep.
No, that Miles Garrett, Cooper Cup. I think those two are to be. Those are trade requests, right?
Mhm. Well, Cooper Cup
Mm-hmm.
is not a trade because they're trying to get him out of there. They're trying to pack him up.
Mm-hmm.
Right, right.
Yep.
That not a trade request. They would be forcibly trading him.
Yeah,
And
Yep.
there's also what I've heard some people talk about is Big Trent Williams, Big 71 on the 49ers, who is
yeah.
going to be a free agent this offseason. So those are
Oh,
Yeah.
Debo
four.
just requested a trade too. Debo.
Oh
You're
yeah.
talking about four quote unquote game changers, right? That if they go to a Philly, if they go to a Buffalo, if they go to a Baltimore, a Washington, one of these. Yeah, I mean the Rams. If the Rams are able to trade Cooper Cup for Debo Samuel or something like that, that would be
Whoa.
Be
that would be a
crazy.
crazy one,
That
you
would
know.
be crazy.
hmm
That would be
Nuts.
insane.
Or if Trent Williams all of a sudden signs to the Chiefs and the Eagles front four isn't enough now to get to Patrick Mahomes because you have Trent Williams there blocking for you. So
True.
I don't know. A lot of
True.
things that can change the face of the league this offseason, in my opinion.
Did y'all see D Hop had the audacity to criticize the refs?
Mm-hmm. I did see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
Yep.
my
man.
mom had the audacity to criticize D Hop during the game.
I'm dead.
We all say some things about some people that we don't, you know, we don't have their job.
hmm
So
Yeah. He had that big drop though. I mean, the game was already over. I'm pretty sure at that point, but
yeah, that's the one that my mom was talking about, talking shit about.
yeah.
So
I'm dead. Yeah.
He got two garbage time touchdowns. Well, not
Yep.
even a touchdown. He got one touchdown and a conversion.
right, yeah, right. The second one was a 2 point conversion, but yeah, Xavier Worthy. Honestly, I like what I saw out of him out of those garbage time touchdowns. I mean, obviously the way that they're guarding, them with their what would that be, second string, second, third string, whatever it
Yep.
was, like.
Second string.
But yeah, 5 minutes left in the game. They pulled everyone out. 3 minutes left in the game. They have Kenny Pickett in at quarterback, handing the ball off to. I think at that point
I
it
can't
was
remember his.
Gainwell. Yeah, I think they had taken him
Yeah.
out of the game, and he was just handing the ball off to Gainwell. Um,
Yeah.
so just overall, just a dominating performance by the Eagles. The guy that Tripp and I were talking about last episode, Cooper DeJean, came through
Mm-hmm.
on his 22nd birthday.
Mm,
I
Good
mean,
stuff. Pick six on Mahomes.
yeah, that's
Yep.
that's that's a ball that you keep at home for the rest of your life, and you show your
Oh, for
grandchildren
sure.
about it very proudly.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, no. We got all these white boys who are gonna be going to tryouts. They're gonna be like, what position? They're gonna be like cornerback. They're like quarterback. They're like, no, cornerback,
cornerback.
cornerback.
Hey, that's okay. That's motivation though. You know that
Yep.
it's
Speaking of,
I compare it to when Cam was starting to become, you know, the best quarterback in the league, and at that point you just didn't see that many black quarterbacks, and the fact that now with Cam, Lamar Jackson, all these people that, you know, you're able to look up to them and be like, hey, damn, I can do it too. There's no barrier on this position anymore, and the more
Yeah.
positions that have no barriers, the better the game is going to be, in my opinion. So
True. True. Fucking shout out Mike Vick. That's my number one. I'm not even gonna lie. Mike Vick was. He came to Pittsburgh for a little bit. I
very
think he won
short
us a
time.
game. Yeah.
I feel like there's only people from Pittsburgh who know that.
Yeah. Pretty
I'm not
much.
gonna lie. There is zero image in my head of Mike Vick in the Pittsburgh Steelers jersey.
Yeah. You weren't number two.
Tough.
Yeah, that's not Mike Vick. But since we're still on the Super Bowl, let's talk about the Super Bowl halftime show. Kendrick Lamar pulls up with the Buick GNX from the album GNX. Uh, Surprised me with the whole clown car setup when, you know, 30 bodies pulled out of the GNX. I'm not even gonna lie. Thought that was
was
You
kind of
didn't.
cool.
I didn't see
You
that
had to
coming.
been a little bit fucked up to not see that box underneath the underneath the car. You had been a little out of it not seeing
No,
that.
no. I saw it, but like at the very beginning, I didn't realize that that was what was going to happen. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
I was
the
like,
fact
they
that
got
now,
all of this money. They got all this money, and they couldn't just like fix that. I mean, they were all hopping out like from everywhere, though. You know what I mean? Like they had to have a pretty big opening, I guess. But no, I still got one of my favorite halftime performances within the past couple of years for sure. I mean, there isn't really anyone else that comes to mind, even even when. Remember
I think
Rihanna a couple years
last
ago?
year's was pretty good. Last year's with Snoop Dogg, it,
Usher.
even Kendrick, yeah, well, yeah, Usher, who else do we have? Fiddy made an appearance. I mean,
I
it
wouldn't
was
know.
just an event.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't usually watch the half. I don't usually watch halftime shows. I did
I'm
watch it
dead.
this year though.
Had to. It was a
Yeah,
must see
I did.
event this
No,
year.
my favorite part was definitely Samuel L. Jackson being
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that was creative.
who's taller.
yeah. Always like Samuel Jackson.
But yeah, so what? Go ahead, take turns. We're gonna take turns saying what our favorite part of the whole entire concert was. I'm gonna go first. It was 100% Serena Williams crip walking in the middle of Not Like Us.
Yeah.
That was just the perfect timing, like the perfect connection between the three parties involved in this whole entire beef.
Yeah,
And yeah, just that was my
that's a
favorite.
pretty good one. I like the Say Drake. That's probably my favorite part.
He's evil. He's evil.
What's the word I'm looking for? Diabolical. It diabolical as hell.
I
I
think
like how he
probably
teased it.
yeah, that's probably the best part. How he teased it. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, because
Yep.
that was like the main question leading up to the whole performance. Like, yo, is he gonna perform that?
Oh, for
Well,
sure.
and
Because every
being
time
from
they
New
brought
York,
his name up, you heard dun 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 dun. Like
Hmm.
Kendrick Lamar performing at the halftime show. Dun 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 dun. Like that's it. Always played that song.
no, I like the moment where he's talking to the chorus girls, and he's like, should I play that song? And they're like, yeah. And then he's like, I
Hmm.
don't know. I know motherfuckers like to sue out here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
still plays the song at the end of the show. I mean, dude
Hey,
is
he got the
incredible.
money for the lawsuits.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And it's just petty on Drake at this point. Like I don't even know like what kind of comeback. he'd be able to make at this point. You know what I mean? Like he's probably just gonna have to hide for a while in order to like make a
Uh,
comeback or some shit. But
I
I
think
don't know.
he
He's
good.
straight.
I think he good, and he dropping an album
Yeah.
next week.
Oh
Oh
shit.
no.
Yeah, I think with Party Next Door, but he's straight, bro. He just gotta stop responding like in corny ways. If he just chill, he'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
That's what I'm
he
He
saying.
will.
got
I mean,
like when he walked out with the bullet holes in his shirt and it was smoking. Y'all saw that? He looked
Mm-mm.
somebody said he was he had a concert and he walked out the stage with like a shirt that had bullet holes in the back and it was smoking. Somebody said he looked like a plate of fajitas when they
Dude, bringing it in with his sizzle.
that shit is funny.
I'm dead. Hey, party though. Fucking, I fuck with all the party next door. Like that whole recognized like time or era. That was good.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
he just
Oh,
got to stop responding to Kendrick because if he responds like if the battle keeps going, he's gonna keep on losing battles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
you know how you can the expression where like I lost the battle, but I'll win the war. Well,
Just let it
Drake
be
has
over.
lost the war, and
Mhm.
yeah,
if he keeps on trying to battle, he's gonna create another war that he's just gonna lose. Just
yeah.
because if they
Shit.
were to go toe to toe all day long, every single day, Kendrick is just gonna beat Drake. Like lyrically
Yeah,
speaking, like off the dome, even Kendrick is just in a league of his own.
yeah. I think he just has a headspace where he got Meek Mill so bad so many years ago that, and like Pusha T, it's like, I mean, he had a lot of beefs where he came out on top. So for this one, it's just weird for him not to come out on top like instantly, like the way that he's used to. But it's good entertainment.
Yeah,
It's
for
good
sure.
entertainment.
The rap game was bussing this summer.
Yeah, no, for sure. Shit.
Uh, so
So,
I
so
wanted
would
to
you
get
say
what I say
oh
wrong.
nah, go ahead, you're good. Let's move on.
Well,
But we can keep talking
I
about
just
this.
hey, we don't gotta talk just about sports. This was a very big part of this sporting event, so we do gotta
Yeah.
be thorough in our
Factual.
dissection of this concert
Mhm.
or of this show. But yeah, last little bow on top for this whole entire Super Bowl was 100% the fact that Kenny Pickett was in there for like a full like 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you're beating a team so bad in the Super Bowl that you're able to comfortably put your backups in every single position.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
that just shows how superior the Eagles were this season or this game against against the Chiefs.
yeah. I mean, 34-6 going into the fourth quarter. Why not?
Dominant.
Crazy, man. Yeah, that final scoreline did not do justice for what the actual like. I think if you were somebody that didn't watch the game and you saw the final scoreline, you'd be like, "Oh, damn, yeah, the Chiefs got beat bad." But if you actually watched the game, you'd be like, "Damn, Chiefs fucking
The Chiefs had
didn't,
no chance.
no chance." It was like the Bucks part two, like for real. Like I think they only scored one touchdown in that game, but for that Super Bowl. But nah, I love to see it. I love to see everybody back home. I keep clowning on my friends in the group chat. Nobody's replying.
Damn, they're
Sad.
not about it, huh?
Yeah,
They're just a bunch of salty Chiefs fans.
yeah, man. No, it's funny. I keep sending them videos of the celebrations in Philly. They're all like, they're just trashing their city. I was like, I'm fucking. They're having a good ass time,
I mean,
man.
have you seen any country that's ever won the FIFA World Cup? What happened? The amount of
Oh
violence that
yeah,
happens in those countries.
oh
They
yeah, and that's
literally
across the
literally
entire
takes it
nation.
like European sports. You know, they just go crazy.
Yeah, the Ultas. They
Hmm.
go hard, man. They go hard. Did you go up and you look up top like soccer crowds? Like they always got flares. That's number one. They always got like
Right?
4 or 5 flares in that crowd. I'll start a whole fire in the bitch. They're screaming the entire match. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of it with that comes with like affordable. I mean, I could be completely wrong too, but they make the tickets affordable so like the actual fans of the game like
Right.
can go and like watch it and everything. But over here, it's like you want to see a like I think if I want to go see a Celtics game right now, if I like the cheapest ticket option would be like 50, $60, and that's all the way up at the top. You know what I mean? Like it's just different.
I mean, I don't know about all places in Europe where soccer is a dominant sport, but I know that in France, at least where I'm from, for the past 30 years, the sale of alcohol has been banned in all soccer stadiums because they just know that if you put any type of alcohol in these crazy motherfuckers, like people will die. People will just literally fight it until they kill each other.
Yeah.
And that always blew my mind when I went to Timberwolves versus Lakers game, and there was a guy with a Laker jersey in front of my dad and I. It's like, no, Dad, why is he sitting in our section?
Yeah.
He's like, oh
Yeah,
no,
that's not even a
there
thing.
is no away and home section. Like you just sit wherever you buy the
Mm-hmm.
ticket for. And I was
Yep.
like, isn't that dangerous? Like, is he gonna be okay? And my dad just literally looks around and goes, yeah, I think he'll be just fine.
Yeah. Especially Lakers. Holy shit, man. They got the biggest fan base in the nation.
Well, yeah, that and no one's gonna fight someone just because they're wearing a different jersey over here.
I've been to a few Raiders Chiefs games before where it's not the case.
Not the
But
Minnesota nice people.
yeah,
Right? That's what I was about to say. Not in downtown Minneapolis. Trust me, no one wants to get in a fight when it's 40 below outside. You're not trying to get kicked out.
yeah.
Stay in the warm.
Oh, but they all could have two heated motherfuckers going at it, and they both come to the realization they get kicked out. They gotta either go outside or fucking
Mm-hmm.
walking all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Uh, I wanted to bring up something. The Mark something.
Oh,
Oh,
Mark
the
Williams.
Lakers big. Mark Williams. I almost said Mark Andrews.
That
That's
trade didn't go
damn.
through.
Yes, I've
uh,
never seen. I've heard this word before, but I don't think I've ever heard it in this context. Rescinded. Have y'all ever heard of a trade getting rescinded before?
Yeah.
oh,
You
oh,
have. I've literally never seen this before.
I have not,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I mean, is it like one of those things where it only happens if one of the people just generally just isn't as like in shape as they thought they were, or
hmm Is when to one or both of the teams don't fulfill their side of the trade, type of thing. And
Makes
the
sense.
Lakers, or not the Lakers, the where did he come from? He came from Charlotte, right?
yeah.
Charlotte, yeah.
Charlotte, they didn't fulfill, they failed to tell them about an injury that he had that was preventing him from lifting weights, is what I heard. I'm not 100% sure.
Uh,
But apparently he had a hip injury that was stopping him from lifting weights, and he also was like injury prone, so they didn't really like tell them everything.
Yeah, Gil said, "Damn, they try to." He said they try to give us 80 2.0. They try to give us a second Bambi legs.
He was nowhere near AD though, but that is funny.
No, not
I'm
talent
dead.
wise. He's just talking about the
Injury
breakability.
part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lower extremity prone to getting fucked up.
Chris Paul to the Lakers is a trade that got rescinded.
That's true. They got a whole
Well,
video
that
on
got
that
that
on
got
YouTube.
vetoed. That got vetoed
Yeah.
by the commissioner. That was
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Because that was
maybe it's along the same realm, but I'm
it
not
was
sure.
a weird thing where like the NBA like had a big say in like the Lakers ownership or something like that from what I can
Oh, okay.
remember. Yeah, it was like they basically like were making the decisions for the Lakers or some stupid shit like that. I could be completely wrong because I haven't seen this video in a long time, but yeah, no, there's more to that story.
Hold on. This is breaking news. This is literally 18 minutes ago. Shams just tweeted this. Kyrie Irving will be replacing Anthony Davis It was the 2025 NBA All-Star Game.
Oh shit.
I mean, Kyrie Irving is an All-Star Game player. Like that's where you want. That's where I want
Hmm.
to see him the most. I mean, I still have memories ingrained of him just absolutely cooking Brandon Knight.
And you know what's crazy? AD was on Team Shaq, and Team Shaq was stacked.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
Oh
He
yeah. No,
got
they got.
Curry, LeBron, KD, all them.
No, that's gonna. Damn,
Wasn't
that's
it
gonna be
Tatum
crazy.
and Brown?
That's crazy.
I think Tatum and Brown. Good question. I gotta pull up the teams again, but
I think it was.
yeah, no, huge props to Kyrie Irving, man.
Yep.
I'm super happy to be seeing him on that All Star squad. He deserves it. Yeah,
That's
so Team
good.
Shaq is now LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, James Harden, Jalen Brown, Kyrie Irving,
If they don't take
Yeah,
it, I'd be surprised.
they're gonna put
and Trey Young.
like,
Trey Young's in it too.
yeah, he replaced Giannis. They're gonna
I
put
did not
like
know that.
300 on them.
Yeah.
I did not know that. So that's dope. So now that updated Team Chuck is now Nikola Jokic, Giannis. I mean, he'll be sitting, but Shea Gilgeous Alexander, Victor Wembanyama, Pascal Siakam, Alperen Şengün, Karl Anthony Towns, Donovan Mitchell, and we were literally talking about how that Team Chuck needs another ball handler because it was literally just Shea and Donovan Mitchell. So
Hmm.
Yep.
as standard size ball handlers, because we all know Victor Wembanyama likes to bring it down sometimes. Sometimes in transition, Giannis wants the ball, and obviously
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic is.
Man, they should have just gave Ernie a team instead of this Rising All Stars. That would have been cool. But
Yeah.
obviously, they can't do that. There's too many players.
Wait, but who's the coach of the Rising Stars team?
I
Should
think it
be.
was Candace. I think it's Candace Parker, if I'm not mistaken. It
Oh,
might be.
that's actually baller though.
It
Okay, never
might
mind.
be.
Yeah. Team Candace. She'll serve as a team general manager. Will be the winning team from the Castro Rising Stars. Yep, I see that now. Dude, that's sick. That's honestly amazing.
We'll see.
Um,
That's what I'm saying.
When is that? This weekend, right?
All-Star game is this weekend. Yes.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. It's always around Valentine's Day.
Wait, it's on Valentine's, so it's on Friday?
No, I think the celebrity game is Friday on Valentine's Day.
Oh, right. And so
Oh,
the
I was like,
All-Star game's
shit.
on Saturday, or with no? The All-Star game's always on Sunday, and Saturday is the dunk contest and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Man, that's crazy.
Who's in the
Already
dunk
getting
contest this year?
who's in the
No,
dunk contest?
bruh, it's the lineup is not. It's not good. Hopefully, I'm just underestimating them, but it doesn't look appealing to me. I know Andre Jackson was one of them. He played for Milwaukee, and then
Slam Slam dunk contest. Let's see.
Oh, of course they got
Matas
McClung.
Buzelis, Stefan Castle from the
Castle. Yeah.
Spurs, Andre Jackson Jr. from the Milwaukee Bucks, and Mac McClung
Oh yeah,
from the
McClung.
Magic G League affiliate. So, did Mac McClung win the past two? Have we ever seen a three-peat in the dunk contest
I
before?
think we about to no.
So he can make history. I mean, he literally was the first ever G League person to win a dunk contest when he won it 2 years ago.
He had to have been the first G League person to do it, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
That's
good for them though. Honestly, like I'm glad that they outsourced because the dunk contest was turning into a fucking snooze fest. You know what I mean? Like nobody was paying attention to it. I mean, I know I wasn't paying attention to it since like Levine won or Gordon, like in
right.
Yeah,
2016.
yeah. It was
So
some nice dunks here and there, like every year, but it wasn't like very watchable, like the whole contest itself.
I like when I forget his name, but there's one kid on the Thunder won the dunk contest one year, and he literally had the Superman shit on, and he jumped over Shaq.
The I think it was the beat,
Yeah,
Ashim the beat. It might have
Uh,
there you
been.
go.
I'd
So
have to look it up.
now I want to talk about what has become the more interesting of the competitions on All Star Weekend. I want to talk about the Starry Rising Star, or sorry, not Rising, Starry 3-point contest.
I need to
So
take a
we
look at
got
that.
Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Darius Garland,
Yeah,
Tyler Hero, Buddy Hield, Cameron Johnson, Damian Lillard, and Norman Powell. Who y'all got?
Norman
Fucking
Powell, low key. Who
Powell would be a
else?
good option. You
So again,
said
this is a
Hero.
3-point contest, Jerry. This is a 3-point contest, not most improved player.
I think you said Hero, Lillard, Powell. Who else was in that list? Buddy Yield.
Buddy Hield, Cameron Johnson, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Darius Garland.
Oh, that's not.
Garland.
I'm tripping. I said Norman Powell.
Yeah. I was so confused for a second, but
I would take Cam Johnson, honestly.
Yeah, Cam Johnson has been crazy from three, but I feel like he's more of a corner spot up shooter. So you
I mean,
said,
But isn't the 3-point contest literally like 30 shots of spot up shooting?
yeah, but I feel like he more of a like you gotta swing it to him,
I like a
not
catch and
a
shoot.
yeah, catch and shoot. There you go.
I see.
I mean, they get to place that money ball
Do we
rack.
give it to Lillard then, because he's the best all around 3-point shooter that we can see?
I feel like Dame is more of a game time shooter,
Yeah.
but he's been here before, so I guess in my opinion, yeah, I think I want to go with Dame.
You gonna go with Dame? I'm gonna stick with Cam Johnson. Honestly, I think he could be a sleeper pick. You know, kind of like a Joe Harris back in the day when he won his.
I like Buddy Hield too, though.
I was about to say
I
Buddy
love
Hield's a
Buddy
good
Hield.
shooter
Buddy Hield's a
for
sleeper,
sure.
and he's been in a 3-point contest before, and I think he won it actually. I think he's won one.
Let me fact check you on that real quick. But
Brunson is probably gonna be ass. I'm not gonna lie.
I could see Hero doing pretty good. I mean, it just depends, but
Yeah, I like Hero too. I think Hero, Buddy Hield, and Cam Johnson probably gonna be like the last three. Maybe Dame.
I can't see Dame for some reason. Just like what you were getting at with because he is a game time. Like,
He's a game time shooter.
yeah,
so you were right, Jerry. In 2020, Buddy Hield did win the 3-point contest
no shit.
Awesome.
when he was still in Sacramento.
Buddy Hield led the league in 3-point percentage at one point, bro. I don't know. He's not a player that like if he went to a team, he's like a Jordan Poole. If he went to a team, he could be like a good player, but his game won't translate to W's.
Mm.
But he could average
So
like
hold on. Let me
20,
just
25.
I just want to make sure of something real quick. What do you mean when you say he could be like a Jordan Poole if he changed teams?
I think he could average like if he had his own team, like a team where he was the best player, he could average like 20, 25 points a game.
Mm-hmm. I'm going on Washington Wizards roster.
Who average like 20, right?
Jordan Poole. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out over here. Regular season average. He averages 20.8 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems about right.
20 to 25. He should be up there.
Yeah, but like he's never going to be an all-star. Why would you want to be a subpar number one option when you can be exactly what he is, an extremely good top-tier third option?
Because there's a lot of guys in the NBA, and this is from NBA guys' mouths that I've seen in interviews. It's not a lot of dudes in the NBA that want to be the best. They there for the money. If he go and play like that at another team and he's getting like 20, 25 a game, they're gonna pay him.
Mm. Yeah.
And that's why Jordan Poole is not averaging 30. That's why he's not his game doesn't translate to W's because he care more about money than getting better. He's
Right.
still a
That's
So
true.
good player.
so once Washington gave him that bag, you think that he, stopped
Yeah,
kind
he
of
got his
trying?
ring. Look, he came in, Steph got hurt. He made a name for himself. Steph came back, he got a ring. He got punched in his face. He left, he got paid, and now he don't care no more. He don't care
he
no
got
more.
he got hit in the mouth and was like, all right,
I
fuck
love
this.
how it goes like this, and then he gets punched in the face. He didn't punch someone; he gets punched in the face, and it's somehow his career just goes like this.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
If you think about it,
I mean, it didn't go down.
Draymond though, like I mean,
Yeah.
literally any other place of work, he punched it, person A punches person B. Person A is getting
Right.
tossed out. Like
Yeah.
it's a very weird world where we live, where it's like, all right, well, we have to see exactly how much money does this involve. If we get rid of this guy, can we still win a championship? Are we still gonna have money coming in from having a quote unquote star, who's gonna be the bigger star in a couple of years? And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call Jordan Poole chilling at 20.8 points, because here's the thing, right? If you're the number one player on a team and you're scoring 20, we'll say 21 points a game, I don't have anything wrong with that. I do have something wrong with the fact that you're the number one scorer on your team, you're scoring 21 points a game, and your team is, I have to double check, yep, still last in the Eastern Conference.
They are 9-43.
They're 9-43. So that's the thing. When Bradley Beal was the best player on the Washington Wizards, and they were the worst in the East, or second worst in the East, I believe, he was averaging like 33 points a game.
You can't compare Beal to Jordan Poole though. Or I should say
Yeah.
you can't compare Jordan Poole to Beal.
But that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to say that Jordan Poole is like a number one option on the only reason why he is a number one option is because he's on this sorry team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about Hill. He'll be on if he's on a sorry team, he'll be a number one option and he'll get paid.
So where does he go? Charlotte, Utah?
Nah, LaMelo's in Charlotte. He got them all tied
Hmm.
up. The,
Yeah,
the
but he's
Charlotte is
he's
gonna
a
be
point
bad
guard.
for a
Like it's
while.
not the same position.
Charlotte's gonna
Yeah.
be bad for a while because of his contract.
Oh yeah. They're
Oh,
gonna get good jersey sales. I'm sure that they already have.
Yeah,
But
wait, do you know how much his contract is worth?
a lot, bro. He was, I think at for a very, very, very short amount of time, I think he might have been the highest paid player in the league, and then somebody else got a contract like a day later or something.
Oh Lord, yeah, no, he makes 35 mil a year.
Yeah, he up there.
damn.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on. Why
Leangelo
does
don't even
Miles
need to worry.
Bridges make 27 mil a year? I
Oh,
mean, I Miles Bridges.
that's crazy. And after everything he went through, and he's still making that much bread.
No, that's nuts. That's nuts. So yeah,
That
I mean,
team,
I,
that
I
team
hear
is
I
suspect.
hear what you're saying when you say that he can definitely change teams and get a bigger bag, but I
Hmm.
don't think there should be like any pride in going to a worse team just so that you can bump up your own numbers by 3 or 4 points. Because Poole was averaging 16 on Golden State, so he bumped that up 5 points per game. But now he went from literally winning the championship to being the absolute worst team in the league.
Well, the Warriors not that far from that either right now. So,
Mhm.
and Buddy
No,
Hield
no,
is playing
they're
far
they're
worse than Jordan
5-3
Poole.
right now. Yeah, that I mean, just a crazy situation the way that he left Golden State. Yeah, I still can't believe it. Let's
Hmm.
talk about our boy AD. We mentioned that he's not going to be in the All Star game and that Kyrie Irving is going to be replacing him. But let's not just focus on the All Star game. Let's focus on the fact that he just joined a new squad and they're supposed to be building chemistry right now so that they can get into the playoffs rolling. What does him being gone from this squad mean for the rest of the team, for the rest of the Mavericks, and for the next few weeks?
Um, a lot of playoff conditioning for Kyrie as long as he stays healthy too. I think, in my opinion, this is Kyrie's team now. Uh, he just gotta be what people said he hasn't been his whole career, and it's a leader. And
Gotta
I
be
think
that guy.
yeah, that guy that, but I feel like he don't gotta always be that guy now, because since he got AD, I mean, I don't feel like he ever really had to be that guy besides him. Only time is was in Boston, really. Yeah, in
Yep.
Boston. In
Yep.
Boston. Other
Didn't
than
work out.
that, that's
He
because
was
he had young
that guy. He
Tatum
was
and young
surrounded
Brown.
by 19-year-olds in
Mm-hmm.
Boston, so
Hmm.
it was a very different situation, very
And they
fluid
Yeah.
both
situation. I was very excited for him personally, for him as a person when he moved from Cleveland to Boston. And
Oh,
I mean, I'm speaking to a resident Boston Celtics expert over here, and I'm sure there's no one who thinks that that was an amazing thing
I got
when he did
chills. I get chills thinking about it because I look back in that time because that was, it was fresh off that 3-1 comeback. You know what I mean? Like,
it.
it was like
Hmm.
he played so well in that finals. Like, he was a big part of that. And then when he came, I mean, first of all, the trade itself, that was just like jaw dropping. That was like this Luka um, AD shit. Obviously, we won mid season, but I was a little mad because they got rid of Isaiah Thomas, and that dude. I was having fun watching that dude play because it was like no other. You know what I mean? Like he
He's
literally,
he's the I believe he's the last the last Celtic to come second in MVP voting.
damn.
Because I believe he was second or third that one year when Steph Curry won it in
Mm-hmm.
2016, or when Steph Curry won it for the second time. Sorry, in 2016. Um, yeah, he was
Yeah,
absolutely balling out. He was balling out of
they could
control.
have done a lot better, but like you were saying, Jerry, it was a young Tatum and a young Brown. I think they just didn't have.
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are only 1 year apart.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out KG and Paul Pierce. That's all I gotta say when it comes to those two, man. I'll never forget
mm,
that. I'll never forget that.
oh
Never forget how mad I was. But
y'all got them because they went to Brooklyn, right?
yep, Brooklyn
Yeah.
sold. Yep, unfortunately.
Man, we could have had Tatum and JB.
hmm
My
And
goodness.
I saw a
Marcus
crazy ass
Smart
one.
as well. I
You said
saw a
who?
full break. I saw a full breakdown from basically the picks and the players and all that, and the swaps that they did from it. I think Brooklyn essentially got Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and whatever else they got in exchange for what turned out to be Jason Tatum, not Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown was a pick that they got from someone else, I believe.
Oh
Jason
yeah.
Tatum, I think it was Robert Williams. Um, what's his name? Marcus Smart.
Yeah, it
Um,
Mm.
was Marcus Smart actually. Oklahoma
right
State.
there was a few players that basically turned out to play very well for the Celtics that could have been Grant Williams.
Oh man, Grant Williams.
Hell out of here. This
Bro,
man
you
said
you
Grant
well player
Williams.
too, Jerry.
He was good on the
Hell out of
team.
here, man. Get the
He
hell
was
out of
good
here.
on the team. He ain't doing a whole lot now, but
Right? Um,
yeah, man. No, what was I about to say? I saw something crazy. With the Chiefs and the Bills. One of the trades that they did back in the day was the reason why they got Mahomes or something. I might have to look into that. I know we're getting off topic with me saying that, but
is very interesting the way that the butterfly effects of sports, the way something happens and it turns into something great or terrible for depending on which team you're supporting. So we got some AD action, right? And in his first game back, he hurts his adductor, I believe. And
Hmm.
according to reports I'm seeing here, yep, groin is expected to be sidelined for up to a month.
Ooh,
Um,
a lot of games.
yeah, that's a lot of games, and that kind of hurts because now it's Kyrie Irving by himself.
I
Um,
think this is good for Kyrie, though. He needs this.
it's a good time to step
yeah.
up. They
So,
got the Celtics on Wednesday.
who plays the Celtics on Wednesday?
Mavs.
Mavericks.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm just curious. We talked about who kind of won this trade between the Mavs and the Lakers. Jerry, do you want to change your answer?
If the Mavericks don't win a championship this year, then they lost this trade.
Oh, this is all you're giving them? Just this half season to?
They gotta win this year. They have to.
Okay.
And still give them
I
another
mean,
season because honestly, you going at this after that, you giving the Lakers a whole offseason to make something happen.
Right.
that's true.
And plus, this isn't a regular off season. This is an off season with Luka as a player on your squad, which they haven't had since. They haven't had a Luka caliber player on their squad since LeBron James came in free agency, and we know what that brought. That brought AD over.
And
Hmm.
if I'm not mistaken, I say win now because I believe Kyrie has a player option after this season, and you never know
Oh,
with him.
I was about to say
no,
with
for
Kyrie
sure.
Irving, you're not guaranteed in the team, no matter how much time or what he has done with the team. He's chasing his own legacy.
Hmm
Hmm. Yeah. Nah. Favorite
Think he's
point guard
happy
to
here
watch
though.
for sure.
AD's only
Shit.
31.
Yes, AD's 31,
How
Kyrie
old are
Irving is
those knees
32.
though?
That's true. Kyrie's
How old them?
32.
We got to carbon date the knees. That's how old those things are.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm dead.
No, but it's a shame, and really it's due to the sudden growth spurt. I believe Jerry and I talked about it at one point, in a recent episode, that Victor Wembanyama was very lucky in the sense that his parents knew he was going to be this tall, worked on his mobility, worked on his stretching, his just anything that they knew was going to be moving in his body. They made sure that it was very mobile and very fluid.
Mm.
AD, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't always this height, right? He was a point guard in high school, I believe, and then had a big growth spurt. So his parents didn't know what was going on, and they weren't able to, from a young age, prepare him and prepare his body for the wear and tear that, you know, jumping thousands of times per year does to you.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's good.
I mean, that's where AD didn't have the best situation. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, before he left with injury, he had a 26-point double-double. So I agree with you, Jerry, that they're totally capable of doing some crazy stuff as long as AD is able to just stay on that court.
Yeah, if you actually watch the game, like his first 4 minutes was just pure domination, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then seeing him next to PJ and Gafford is just it's a scary it's gonna be a scary sight for teams in the playoffs because that's a time where you really, really need a big man. Because you're not gonna have like I'm trying to find an example, but somebody just think of somebody who don't got a good center. You're not gonna be down there banging with Jokic and I'm not gonna say Embiid
Mm-hmm.
because we know his situation, but it's some good centers in the league. You got Towns, you gotta bang with those guys come playoff time. Everybody's at their best in those times. So
Mm-hmm.
seeing
No, I
that,
get it.
Also got to bang with Embiid come playoff time. We're just not sure how many games he's going to play or he's going to be 100%.
he's
How
done
many
for the
minutes?
season, bro. He's done for the season. I'll tell you that now. Let
Sounds
me
about
say it
right.
first. Let me say it first. He's done for the
Right.
season.
Right here. You heard it first here, Balls House
Right.
Sports
Breaking
Podcast.
news.
Yeah.
Breaking news here on BOSP. Uh, no, let me find.
He said the Eagles got the chip for them, so he could wait another year. He could trust the
I'm
process
dead.
a little bit more.
For them is an
I'm
absolute joke.
dead.
Hey, the
Uh,
stadiums all next to each other. Hey, that's good enough.
Oh,
One is
for real?
good
I didn't
enough.
know that in Philly. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the football, baseball, and the basketball, they all right next to each
No
other.
shit. Damn. Do they do the hockey? They probably do the hockey. What do they do in Minnesota? Do they do hockey in the where the Timberwolves play?
hockey's in St. Paul,
Hmm
Oh, okay.
and the Timberwolves. So baseball, basketball, football is all very close to each other in Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
Because none of our teams
Yeah.
are officially St. Paul teams or Minneapolis teams. Where all of our teams are Minnesota.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
we're
like the
the
whole Tampa Bay thing.
yeah. Similarly, but Minnesota is the only team that has every single one of its pro teams all be based on in Minnesota, and none of them have like a singular city name.
You think
Yeah,
Target will
no.
you think Target will ever take over US Bank Stadium?
No, no, I
You
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so?
I think it's very different markets, and yeah,
Do y'all? Is it still just U.S. Bank Stadium, or is it like a weird like? Cause it fucking it's not Heinz anymore. It's Acrisure Stadium or something like
Mhm.
that. Like,
Yeah, or
and
even
then
Arrowhead is
Gia.
Jiha Stadium
Yeah,
at Arrowhead is what they call it.
yeah.
Jiha
It's
Stadium at
stupid.
Arrowhead Field, I think.
Yeah, I
Um,
hate it. I miss Heinz.
yeah,
Heinz
no,
is the
our
best.
Hmm.
in for the Vikings, it's still just U.S. Bank Stadium.
Yep. US Bank.
Yep, U.S. Bank Stadium, Target Field for the Minnesota Twins, and Target Center for the Timberwolves.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, I get why you're asking though, because they could just clean sweep. They can get
Yeah.
all the. Yeah.
They would have every single pro team in that's based inside of Minneapolis.
I'm ready for baseball season.
Baseball season is gonna be fun.
I want to attend a lot of games this year.
Hell yeah, BOSP will be in presence at the Twins games. Catch us there.
I was
Uh,
dead.
yeah, I mean, Jerry, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at Embiid's ESPN profile right now, and it does say Embiid injury management is questionable for Tuesday's game against Toronto.
They talking about questionable. That man is not playing, bro. Questionable. He's out for the season.
Out. Bro, I don't know if you remember when he was at Kansas. It was the same. Like that's like when I first. I mean, obviously first heard of MB, but he was hurt the whole entire time that he was at Kansas.
Bro,
Literally, probably played like a couple games.
forget Kansas. He missed his whole first rookie year, right?
Oh yeah,
He missed his rookie year. Like
And
twice.
sophomore year.
Twice. Like he missed his
man.
come on, bro. Him and Ben Simmons too, right? Ben Simmons missed his first 2 years.
I don't know how much time Ben Simmons missed, but or no, Markel
Crazy.
Fultz, not Ben Simmons, Markel Fultz.
Fools. They've
Yeah,
been
no,
trusting
Ben
the process
Ben
for
Simmons
way too
started
long,
Oh,
playing
bro.
right away, and Ben Simmons actually made a
Fultz.
couple All Star games.
You see why I'm angry now? They've been trusting the process for too long.
Man, my
And
favorite
then they
quote
went and
from
got PG.
Really bad.
Like,
yeah, my favorite quote from Embiid is when they asked him, they're like, "So the rivalry with the Celtics," and he was so straight up. He's like, "They fucking kick our ass every time. What do you mean
it's
it's not a rivalry?
not a rivalry.
It ain't a rivalry." It was better than the Knicks for a while. I mean, shout out the Knicks. They're
uh,
finally doing something, but
yeah,
barely.
Knicks got something going over there. They cooking up over
Barely.
there.
All Brunson, man. I'm
Knicks
not
need to
relying
get
on
rid of
Towns at the end of the day if I'm a
Trey
Knicks fan, to be honest.
Randall right now. You don't like the Knicks? Shocker.
I mean, I just look at them as they might make the Eastern Conference Finals if they get lucky, but nah,
Lucky.
No one's getting past the Celtics.
nobody's getting past the Celtics, and honestly, I don't think that they would best Cleveland in a game or
I'm gonna
a
keep it
series
a,
to seven.
I'm gonna keep it 100. The Celtics not the same team as last year, and we're not going to sit here and act like Tatum didn't forget how to play basketball last month, all last month.
Yeah, that was rough. That was a rough hard rock month last month.
It was rough.
Hey, hey, he dropped 40 on the Knicks though last week. He
Yeah,
did
he
pretty good
did.
then.
They they watched the Knicks last week,
Yeah, fucking. I think Peyton Pritchard even went off in that game too.
bro. He was.
I want to see more Pritchard. I'd love to see more Pritchard.
You got to be more consistent.
That's true. That's very true.
But he's.
White's good too.
I like White and Pritchard. I like that he's not afraid of anything. I like that.
Mm-mm.
He
No.
will shoot it
Fearless.
whenever he touches it. He
We
doesn't
don't.
care if there could be Tatum and Brown at either side of him going. This
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker's gonna
Yeah,
chuck that bitch. He does not care.
Yep.
I don't
I
care
seen
about
the
numbers.
father stretch my hand. The father stretch my hands edit with the half court shot in the game six. Was it game six? Game five or game six? Game six. It was game six last year. Yeah.
Um, I believe we're getting our first look at Luka Doncic tomorrow, maybe.
Tomorrow.
I'm tired of
Hold on, let
this.
me check this NBA schedule right here.
I'm dead.
That guy,
Huh?
Talking
Fendi is
about AD
returned.
and Luca is like talking about GTA 6 at this
Yeah, for a
point.
second though. Let's talk about that for a second. So, do you see how everybody's saying like he looks like he doesn't want to be there,
Who?
Luca?
What do you mean he looks like he hasn't done anything?
I mean, just his body language, like he don't look like he want to be there for real. And I'm starting to think like it is hard to play with LeBron because no matter what happens, if y'all win, they're gonna talk about LeBron. They're gonna make it about LeBron.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
not anymore. LeBron's 40 years old. Like if the Lakers win a championship this year, not a single person on this planet is giving that credit to LeBron James.
I swear
Everyone's
they
saying
are.
it's gonna be Luca because of, I mean, the way I'm picturing, Luca playing at least. But
I can honestly see him giving more credit to Bronny at this point. Like, the narrative is just weird. The narrative is weird. You gotta admit that the narrative is weird. Like,
It is.
you could think like one way, but then like LA is just different. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different franchise from any other franchise in the NBA. Like, it doesn't even come. They're like the Yankees. You know what I mean? Like, all eyes are them. All eyes are on them and LeBron. It's like Lakers as an organization, LeBron. Like, I like literally right there. And in a lot of cases, it's fucking LeBron. Like,
right, it's only because it's the Lakers that they're just this close to each other. Because when it was LeBron Cleveland, well,
it's
Cleveland's
LeBron.
here, but LeBron's up here.
Hell, yeah. Even the hat that you're wearing right now, man. Even when he was there, it's the same shit. Remember
So yeah,
Mario
I was
Chalmers?
facts, facts.
Yep.
He got chewed out in public on national TV live.
Yep.
So I was mistaken. It's tonight, Los Angeles against Utah. Luka Doncic could be coming back, as well as LeBron James. He's a game time decision. Bronny's a game time decision. And
Come
don't
on, bro.
poor
What did you
Dalton
just
Knecht.
say, bro? Did you say Bronny is a game time decision?
Yeah,
If
we're
the
just not sure if he's gonna be able to play.
Bro,
if
he's not
LeBron,
playing.
we're not sure if he can play those 2 minutes that they're going to throw him in to miss a 3-pointer. Like, we don't know.
Bro, he's not playing unless they're up 40, bro.
I'm dead. Is he
But
ever going to find a spot?
then
You
again,
think?
though, they playing Utah though, so he might find some minutes somewhere in this game. So you never know.
Utah are chilling at the bottom of the standings right now for the West. Second worst team behind New Orleans, the Pelicans. Not doing too
Nah.
good right now.
This man said Bronny is day to day or game time decision. Connect is what you said earlier. Connect still on the plane back from Charlotte.
Yeah, that's why he's game time decision. He's still on the plane.
Oh
We're
boy.
not quite
he
sure
over.
where Connect's gonna be by what is it 9:30 p.m. on ESPN, Disney Plus, and
He going over
all that good
Colorado
stuff.
right now. I'm dead.
Yeah,
That's gotta be weird though. That time zone difference, because like, what is it, like 4 or 5 hours from coast to coast or something
There,
like that?
there's a
Yeah.
3 hour difference. He just
Ah,
when
Nah,
he
the
went all the
flight
way to
like
Charlotte, he traveled 3 hours into the future.
yeah.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
If you
So
think
how
about it
awkward
like
is
that,
that going to
yeah.
be in the locker room, though, Jerry?
Hey,
Like,
bro,
homie literally got traded, what,
this is
5 days
villain
ago?
art. This is villain origin story. He gonna be the next Austin Reeves.
Really? He's the next Papa de Limon?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I like the AR-15. That's my favorite.
that's tough.
I
The
saw some
AR-15.
AK-47 type shit. Like, he just literally has the perfect name, the perfect number.
Nah, that's
Mm-hmm.
Karolinko. You remember Andre Karolinko? That was him,
Yeah,
AK-47.
AK-47, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you. Yep, yep.
Yeah.
He
PG-13.
played for Minnesota, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
PG-13. Man, he is nothing about Miss PG-13 anymore.
No,
He
no.
just he just
He
rated G.
I
He
was just
rated T for teen.
I was just about to say he's G. He's G. He's up there with Nemo and fucking
It's that
Wally.
pot.
You know.
It's that
You
podcast,
guys are
bro.
way too nice to him. If I had a friend and he had never seen basketball, I wouldn't let him watch. I would say it's rated R. Honestly, like I'm sorry, I
Bro,
can't show you this. You need a
it's
parent
that.
with you present.
It's the podcast, bro. I'm telling you, he need to stop doing that podcast during the season and lock in.
Is he doing it during the season right now?
Bro, he posts like every week, bro. He does that podcast during the season. He definitely does it. I didn't know Cam Johnson took over JJ Redick's podcast.
Yes, Old Man of the Three
It's
is
now Young Man.
yes. There's different things that are all under the umbrella of Old Man of the Three. There's Young Man in the Three,
Ah,
and then then there's the one where he's associated with LeBron James and they had their own podcast.
yeah.
Uh,
I like
but
that
yeah,
though. Cam Johnson he's got a really good basketball mind.
yeah, that's one thing that I saw his when he was on the podcast with JJ, and he
Hmm.
was talking to JJ about his shooting form, and he literally
Yeah.
noticed something about JJ that JJ hadn't noticed himself about his own form,
Hmm.
which is very impressive because JJ is a student of the game and has
Yeah.
been for many years now. So to have someone else notice something about your jump shot that something you work on every single day, that's very impressive.
Yeah. That's tough.
Oh yeah, now they going crazy on the, but
Oh,
they do it with our format now. They do it where it's not in person anymore since he's not living in LA with his boys. Can't do it in person with them.
remember I said last week about after the deadline we gotta look at the buyouts. And you see Ben Simmons just got bought out. He gonna sign with the Clippers.
Hmm. What do you think that does to that team?
Um, Not much, but I guess it takes a little bit of pressure off of Harden, like ball handling wise. You can low key throw him in there as like a primary ball handler because Harden can shoot. He can catch and shoot. They got Norman Powell. They got Kawhi. I think he'll fit. I think he'll fit nicely there. Yeah, it won't make a huge difference, but I think it's a nice fit for him.
I think it's nice having stars around him that can shoot the basketball. With
Picked,
him
yeah,
being a very drive in the paint heavy guard, I mean, we haven't seen a quote unquote pure point guard this tall
uh-huh.
ever, really, since Magic Johnson. So I think it's very nice that he's finally on a team with other stars, other shooters, people that take that attention away from him, so that when he's driving in the lane, there's not four people clogging it.
Definitely.
Because I mean, there's no way you're clogging that lane if on the outside there's, let's see, Harden, Powell, Kawhi, and like a Batum or so, or like only person who can't really shoot in the starting lineup is Zubac. So
Yeah, no Batum, no.
shooting wise, no, he's not a star. He's a shooter. He's a French superstar though. Got to point that one out.
When he plays for France, yeah, when he plays for France, he's a
Right?
superstar.
It's all about the jersey he's wearing, really.
Yeah. You ever heard that one song where that dude was like, fourth quarter screaming, why the fuck Batum, man?
Dead.
Yeah, he said that for a reason. Oh, they have Patty Mills too.
Who, the Clippers?
Oh, and they just got Bogdanovich.
Oh,
Facts.
I didn't know that.
Man, this is going to be a good second half of the season for the Clippers. I'm excited to see how that develops.
Yeah, it's done. Amir Coffee. Yeah, they got a solid team. I think the Clippers got better this deadline. As long as Kawhi can stay 100%, which I think he will, they'll be straight.
Real quick before we wrap things up, guys, I want to say, remember last episode when we were talking about predicting the awards for the
Oh
NFL?
yeah.
We never talked about Coach of the Year.
Hmm.
Oh, who got it?
I didn't realize it until they nominated
Viking,
Coach of the Year.
Vikings
And
coach.
Oh, no shit.
Kevin O'Connell got it.
Hey.
And also, one of my things I thought was going to happen was Sam Darnold winning Comeback Player of the Year, and then it was explained to me that you're supposed to come back from an injury and not being sorry.
Oh.
And so when they said Sam Darnold was going to win it, I didn't realize that that was
The
going to
criteria.
me.
I
The
got it.
criteria had changed. Yep. I'm dead.
So otherwise, I totally would have voted for Burrow or voted. You know what I mean? Picked Burrow.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I thought comeback player of the year meant something a little bit different. That's why I had Sam Darnold in it. But he
Do
didn't
we
come
think
back from it.
Allen winning is kind of like a here you go thing? That's what I've just been seeing on social media.
Yeah.
Kind
So
of
the
like
only argument that I have agreeing with what you said is the fact that the same 50 or whatever journalists that voted on the All Pro and put Lamar Jackson in first team All Pro voted Josh Allen as the MVP, and I think that just makes no fucking sense. But that's me personally, you know.
Yeah. No. They
yeah.
had some crazy stat. It was like he's first in pretty much everything. Like you look at like I forgot what it was, but a lot of the stats were like in favor of Lamar.
It was like here, damn.
Yes. You ever see Cars? You know Cars at the end of it when that green car he wins and he's like on the stage, he's like celebrating and shit. They literally just fucking throw it out like slap it
Uh,
in their face.
Yeah, they just throw the
chick,
cup at him.
Yeah.
kachiga, kachiga. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I'm
know
dead.
ball. I know ball.
Yeah, yep. I'm dead.
Trip, if you got that list of what we voted for,
Yeah.
who had the most right? If you can,
I think it was Jerry, just because everything else that we had said. I mean, you said Darnold. I was with Burrow. I had DeGene, Daniels, Barkley, Surtain, and then I had Lamar. That was my only fuck up. So I think it goes to Jerry.
well, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Jerry.
Damn,
Way
we
to go, Jerry.
advanced out
Way to
here.
go.
We
Um,
advanced out here.
what?
There's some dude sitting in the corner just waiting for it with a.
Yes, yes. We're gonna have to say thank you to the crew that's behind the camera. There's 4 of them. Thank you to Mark, Jacob. No, I'm just kidding. There's
We
more
actually have, these aren't just like fucking phones and computers that we're on. We have people with actual cameras just for us.
Yes, it is very important. This is a very high level production, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but that does it for this episode. We gonna have. We're actually done with our football portion. I mean, it's crazy how fast the season went by. But yeah, the
Yeah.
BOSP is hopping into its basketball heavy portion. So get ready.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a crazy second half of the season after this All-Star break.
Great month for basketball next month in March. So you can get what I'm getting at. That'll be good. Yeah.
Madness.
We're looking forward to it, and of course, you guys will be able to tune out 2 times a week into Balls Out Sports Podcast, and yeah, we'll talk about who balls out. No pun intended. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.